morning, everyone. So today I want to show you how I teach online with a baby, and he's my little monkey today, so we'll see how he does in the carrier. So I am Abby. I'm an Outschool teacher and stay-at-home mom. So I would like to give you some of the tips and tricks that I use to be able to manage child motherhood and teaching live classes. So let's go. I made a list of principles to help you teach online as a mama, and it's easy, E-A-S-Y. Actually, it's not that easy. It's actually going to take a lot of hard work, but I tried to make it easy to remember. So here's E. Embrace a schedule. Guys, I love planning like so much. It is just one of my favorite things ever. So don't be afraid to schedule. I know I've heard a lot of bad things about scheduling your baby or scheduling yourself, you know, like, oh, you should just let them be a kid. Absolutely. Please don't stop letting them be children. Don't do that. But when I say scheduling, I mean notice the patterns and behaviors that are consistent. So how many naps does your child take? You probably know that right now. How often do they eat? How long does it take them to eat? And so on. So that's what I mean when I say schedule. I would suggest noticing what their normal pattern is, because babies have a biological clock. Write it down and make a rough schedule. You're gonna notice that they pretty much every day do around the same things. Now, of course, there are things when they're sick and when they are not feeling the best or maybe teething that things are going to be different. We'll talk about that later. But your job right now, just make a flexible schedule. Second thing about embracing a schedule is getting a beautiful planner. I'm not only a planner type person, but I also like things being colorful and pretty. So this teacher planner by Bloom, you can write down so much information. There's like really pretty full calendar in here, and then they have the weekly synopsis where you can write it down. So you can write down the schedule that you and your child have, the flexible schedule, and just kind of notice some patterns. Like, hey, in the middle of the day, they usually take a 2-hour nap. Like in the morning, they always sleep at this time. They always take a 2-hour nap at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And they always eat for a half an hour and then go to sleep. So find times that work for you to possibly teach a live class. Don't schedule anything, just see if it would work for you guys. Also, see if there are any times when a partner is home or your mom can come over and watch a kid. That's what happens with him on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Or maybe a friend can come over and you guys can switch and trade babysitting. That has also happened before for us. And so just figure out, like, would nights work, would weekends work, and see what works for you guys. Going back to the planner, guys, if you are not even a planner, get a pretty one. They are like amazing. They really like motivate you to write in it. Can you tell I like my planner? Anyway, this is Bloom Planner. It's the best. I love it. Number 2, ask for help. Yep. You're already starting with asking for help, and that's okay. So the first thing in asking for help is you've got to recognize you're not going to be able to do it all by yourself. I know, this whole YouTube video is about you doing this teaching business all on your own. No, we have community for a reason. So realize you're probably not gonna be able to do it on your own, at least not successfully, and not without getting totally burnt out. Make a list of some people you can ask and you know would be there for you to watch your kid for a little bit, to help you manage some of the stress, to just talk to as you're doing your teaching business. Make a list and go ask them for help, because guess what? They love you and they want you to succeed in your teaching business. Now that you have figured out a rough schedule and you have asked for help, let's set up your teaching business. So the way you are gonna do this is to think about those chunks of time that you have created for yourself. Do you have someone coming over every Tuesday and Thursday? You could probably work back-to-back classes all in that one day. And for some of you, if you're trying to make a part-time income, that may be all you need. But maybe you want a full-time income. So you've got those days that are batched. Now, pick one nap time, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and plan one class every single day that's gonna be consistent. That consistent everyday revenue that is gold. There are so many homeschool parents that just want like an hour class to have their kids attend so that they can see the same children every single day, like they would be in school, and you can provide that for them. The other thing you can do is set up classes on the weekends or at night. I teach one nighttime class, and in the fall I taught one weekend class. Now, weekends did not really work for me and my family because my husband was home and my baby was there and I didn't want to teach. But the nighttime class seems to work pretty well. So you do you. Talk to those people who are going to be your helpers and see what's going to work feasibly for your family. Another thing I would suggest, especially for those days that you're by yourself and your baby's supposed to be sleeping, don't plan a super long class. Like, this is not the time to have an hour-and-a-half long discussion about English, in high school. This is the time to do maybe like a 30-minute, max 50-minute class. That way, if something happens and your child wakes up a few minutes early, you're not stuck in this really long class. You could either end early or let your child wait for a few minutes. I know, so mean. And it won't be that long because you didn't overbook yourself. That's what I would suggest. That's what I do. My max is 50 minutes. Honestly, even on days when I have people here, because I still want to come out and see my baby. Like, the whole reason I'm doing this is to stay home with my son. I still want to see him. All right, guys, postpartum hair loss has given me so many baby hairs. I hate them. One more. Let's go. And last, but certainly not least, your family comes first. So if you have already decided to stay home, you probably are doing it to be with your family, right? So if your new online teaching business takes over that and interferes with your family or makes them unhealthy mentally or physically, it's not worth it anymore. So here's what I mean. His nap schedule changes as he gets older. I'm sure you all know that. So that means my classes and my schedule changes every so often. I purposely have them set up so that I can do that, and I have a blog all about this, guys, so you can look at specifics. I've written it all down, what I do, what my schedule is. I'm not going to take the time on here to go through all of it, but basically I have my schedule around him. He's the one that's important. He's the one that I'm staying home for, and my husband and me. So that is what I want you to focus on. Outschool is amazing because it is flexible. I love it. I love that I can schedule a class for a little bit and then drop it if it doesn't work for me and my family. That's what I want you all to do too. If you have any questions, please comment below or go to my Instagram and private message me. I love talking about this. And also, I will be very honest with you. I have told a couple of people that Outschool may not work for them because it's not for everyone. So please let me know. I would love to help you. My referral link is below so you can apply and then message me. And then that way I can be your private coach and you can do what I do. So go check out that blog, go message me on Instagram, and I'll see you later, guys.